Atlanta drivers know how frustrating a slowdown commute can really be, but the city leaders say the construction clogging major roads is part of a bigger push to make streets safer and smarter for everyone. It's all a part of the Atlanta Safe Street Initiative. Here to tell us a little bit more about it is our Gridlock Guy Doug Turbull. Hey man, good to see you inside.
Hey, good to be inside too, although I love this warm weather you've had dialed up, Chesley.
Oh man, can you believe it? Yeah. What is the Atlanta Safe Street Project list?
For sure. So, and I just checked it right now to see when I wrote the story of my recent Gridlock Guy column at 11Alive.com and in the AJC, there were about 50 projects on there. I just checked, there are 49. And so Safe Streets is actually one pillar of what makes a complete street in their initiative there. The Safe Street is simply something that's safer for all commuters, not just drivers, and some roads have speeds that are too high or maybe angles that are rough, but also other commuters too, making it safe to cross those streets, to ride bicycles, to ride scooters, things like that. And we know if the speeds are too high for one, it can make it more dangerous for another. If there are not enough places to cross the street, it can be more dangerous. So the Safe Street Project is actually part of Atlanta's overall plan by 2040 to have what's called Vision Zero, zero road fatalities. That means people on foot or in cars. That's only 15 years away. It feels like 2040 is decades away. It's only 15 years away, and they're part of a nationwide initiative in Vision Zero, and Safe Streets is a part of that.
What two projects did you focus on in your column?
For sure. And so in this column, again, that's on the traffic page at 11alive.com, we talked about Howell Mill Road, a safe streets and complete street project, actually, that involves a lot of new technology that's going to be wrapping up in the next few months. And you see the groundbreaking here below at Boulevard. That's the other project, and this just began. That groundbreaking that photojournalist Stephen Boise and I were at was on Halloween. So what they're doing of both of these streets is adding in pedestrian cross signals, different things like that. The Boulevard projects should finish late in 2026, and you can see a rendering of what that looks like there with drive lanes, bike lanes, and better sidewalks as well.
Doug, why do these things seem to take so long? Why do these projects take a long time to develop?
Well, if you look deep in the records on these, and they're available to the public, that wasn't a special journalistic thing I did, but just looking at the records, some of the development for these began on those two in particular, like 2015, 2016, around there. But you have different stakeholders, all right, so whether it's residents, governments, businesses. You also have different funding mechanisms for these projects. And so what starts as someone's big idea, back in the middle of the Obama administration, okay, here it is in the second Trump administration finally coming to fruition. And I'm not relating it to Washington, but that just shows how much time has passed.
Yeah. How is AI being used to predict crashes and improve traffic signal efficiency across Atlanta's busiest roadways?
Yeah, great question. And I spoke to ATL DOT Commissioner Solomon Cavanagh for this column, and he is an engineer, all right? That's number one before he is talking to the media, engineer, okay? And what he talked about is how basically artificial intelligence can be used to gather or correlate all the data that are gathered from what are called smart traffic signals and smart other beacons along these roads. They can help predict crashes. They can retime the traffic signals more accurately, and it makes make traffic move better. But also, if you're predicting what kind of things cause crashes, you can put things in place and build things to actually help prevent those wrecks. So that's one of several ways, including making traffic flow better, that AI is used.
Doug, are they more focused on the accident rate at a particular area, or is it the backup rate?
Well, I think it's both. I mean, one causes the other. They certainly want, if a big event lets out at, say, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, they want to make sure the signals are timed up to let that traffic move in real time. But at the same point, they also want to change how signals work or what lights are on those signals to prevent crashes, just as one example.
Doug Turbull, Gridlock Guy, always on top of it, man. We appreciate you, man.
Honored to be. Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, take care now.